in Edinburgh, and apologies if I'm really quiet right now, as being respectful. So here we are. This cost me £56 a night. Not a night, £56 for 3 nights, sorry. So let's have a little tour of my little pod. This little dial, so switch to turn on the light, and then this little dial here, if it works, there we go. There, and I can have these little lights. How cool is that? So there you go. That's quite cool. So I think you can make them stationary as well, and then you can change. There you go, you can change the colour. And then got a place to charge your phone and laptop. So I'll be charging them, as well as this mic, because it's going to run out soon. And then like a nice little shelf unit to put your stuff on. A little towel rail there, which is quite handy. And then some coat hangers there with my coat. Where I am, it's called Kick-Ass Grass Market Hostel, and they do a hotel as well. And it took me about 15, maybe less than that, minutes to get here. Quite a bit of a walk. But I've been to Edinburgh so many times, so I knew how to get to here. And like I said, this cost £56 for 3 nights, which is really cheap. I did get a discount through booking.com, but £56 for 3 nights. You can't go wrong with that. So let's go and give you a tour of the rest of this pod hostel. Right now I'm in the shower/toilet, and so in here you have your shower cubicle, toilet, sink, mirror, and each one is locked, so you just lock the door. And then there are quite a few along the stretch of corridor, which is quite handy, so you don't actually have to share with anyone. Now you have that privacy to yourself, which is something that I really value quite a lot. Good morning everyone, so it's just after 7 and I'm on my way to get some coffee at Castlegate Cafe, and as you can see right behind me is Edinburgh Castle, so there's going to be quite a nice view from the coffee shop to look at Edinburgh Castle. There's quite a few cafes here in Grassmarket, which is a small section here in Edinburgh, and so this morning's plan is to go and have my hair cut. And the reason why I'm going to have my hair cut is I'm just fed up with it being too long now. I was saving it for when I go to my trip to Malawi, when I raised to £300, but it's getting to a point where it's looking a little bit ridiculous. So you shall see later on in the video what I do with my hair. But for now, let's go and get a coffee for this morning and let's get ready to go. So after going to the cafe, I decided to walk up and close to Edinburgh Castle, and it was actually quite pretty seeing it around 8 o'clock in the morning and see the morning sunrise just hitting the front face of the castle. I managed to see a lot of the cityscapes. So here you can see the old town side. So that side you have the university as well as the meadows. And then from the main gate, I decided to then walk down from the top of the castle, so Edinburgh Castle, down the Royal Mile to then get a matcha latte before going to get my haircut as well. And then once I had my haircut, I met up with my friend and we decided to go to the Royal Botanical Garden in the new town, which you can catch a bus from Princess Street and head to the Botanical Gardens. And it is quite a big gardens, and I like to go to the Chinese section. And as you can see here, there's a lot of variation with all the plants. So obviously with it being winter, not everything's coming to full bloom, but seeing snowdrops is the first sign of spring and also the last sign of winter. And so we decided to carry on walking around the park, and then we head our way to the cafe that's there. There are two cafes. There's this one next to this large house, but we decided to go to this one instead. And this is where I forgot to record a lot of my videos. I was just so enveloped with being my friend, but we decided to go to Stockbridge and have some lunch there, as well as going back to her house to then get ready to go out for a few drinks that evening. So the next morning I decided to get breakfast at the hostel, and it costs £5.50 for kind of like an all-inclusive breakfast. And I'm just setting up my laptop ready to do a bit of work. And what do we think of the hair? If you've followed me on Instagram, you would have seen my hair reveal, if you like. And right now I'm just having some breakfast and chilling before having another busy day in Edinburgh. And so what I'm doing right now is just making sure all the files that I've recorded are safely transferred from my camera to my external hard drive, as when I'm working on sort of big projects, especially with going to a city break, I like to make sure the little projects I have are all in separate folders. And so to do this, I just move certain videos into certain folders. So for example, this video that you're watching now, this is my long format video. And then as you can see, I arrange all of my videos for short form format into a separate folder. And there you have it, that's the long form format folder, and a couple more short format videos as well. So this morning I'm at the Writers' Museum in Edinburgh, and this is a perfect place for anyone who loves literature, or particularly Scottish literature. And I've not been here before, so let's have a look. So the Writers' Museum celebrates the three kind of main Scottish literatures, Robert Burns, Sir Walter Scott, and Robert Louis Stevenson, sorry. And so in the museum it has a lot of their personal items, their manuscripts, their books, some first editions, and a lot of personal items that they had in their lifetime. And it's just kind of nice looking at all of their things they owned, and I think this is like a perfect place for anyone who loves literature, like I said before, including Scottish literature. And so for all the book talk and booktube people, I think this is a great place to go and see some of Scotland's finest authors. So I have been to the National Museum of Scotland before, but this time around I just wanted to delve
in a little bit deeper in their Scotland section, so it's kind of like the modern side of the museum when you go. And so in this section it has a lot of antiquities from early Scotland, so sort of like the BC towards the medieval ages, the Industrial Revolution. So there is a cast of Mary Queen of Scots sort of grave, if you like, to a lot of the original design of the Scottish flags, as well as a lot of small intricate pieces from first Iron Age creations held in Scotland, as well as pieces of metalwork, instrumental work, as well as a lot of craftsmanship work from statues to wood carvings. And it was really nice to walk around, and it sort of made me think about being back home in Wales, where we don't really have a lot of this in my country. We do have the museum down in Cardiff, but last year it was announced that the funding for that museum was going to be cut short, and I think, don't quote me fully, but I think it has also closed. And it's quite sad because I think as Welsh people it's nice to try and see a lot of our own history, our own past, and so being in the National Museum of Scotland, it just made me kind of a bit open thinking of what I'd want to see in my own country, be able to see my own heritage, my own history, and a lot of that is actually stored in the British Museum down in London. But from the top of the National Museum of Scotland, you can actually go on the rooftop and see the castle as well as Arthur's Seat. And then afterwards, I met with my friend and we got some sweet treats as we were a little bit peckish after having our coffee, and then we decided to walk down to Newtown and then to do a little bit of shopping as well afterwards. So we decided to go into St James's shopping centre, and we went to the Lego shop, and there's quite a few Lego sets that I definitely wanted to buy for myself, but instead they had this quite unique thing in the middle of the shop where you could build your own character for £2.99 or for £6 for 3 figures. So me and my friend, we decided to make 3 figures, and it was quite hard trying to find and create your own figure because there's a lot of stuff and limited amount of stuff at the same time, if that makes sense. But one thing that I loved seeing was this hearing aid on the Lego figure, and how some of the heads are very inclusive, and so it was quite fun to create our own Lego figures ourselves. And I think I did post about this on Instagram. If not, I will put a photo up here for you to see of my own very Lego figure that I created. And then in the evening we decided to go back to her place to build the cherry blossom branches that she already purchased, and we just had a calm evening really of talking as well as watching. I think we were re-watching Orange is the New Black and having some late dinner as well, and it's just quite nice just to sit, chill and build Lego. I haven't built Lego in quite some time now, and I actually kind of want to build them again, so I might create a video of me building maybe this set again, but have my own set, and do a Q&A video. So if you're interested in that, maybe drop a comment down below if you'd like a Q&A video, sort of like a relaxed one where I just build some Lego and I can answer some questions that you might want to know. So we are coming to the end of the video now. I'm just relaxing in Waterstones, which faces the castle, and it's split onto 3 floors, and on the first upper 2 floors I should say it has the cafe, and so I place myself in the bay window where you can actually see the castle. and then I'm just finalising all of my content, so I'm putting it all into the right files, as well as just relaxing before my train back home to North Wales. So I hope you enjoyed this week's video, and if you're new here, if you feel like sticking around, please click the subscribe button, as I like to post every other week. And I know this is on a Saturday, so if you prefer to see my videos on a Saturday rather than a Friday, just let me know again in the comments down below, and I shall see you next time.